Hey everybody, this is Mike at ASR Outdoors. Hope everybody's having a great evening, a great morning, whichever one that it is for you. Today I have my friend here, Terrence. We're out here having a good time with the kids. We brought them out. Both of them are 10 and 11 years old, and it's time that they get out and explore more out into the outdoors, and that's what we're here doing today. But we're doing it with a more campsite friendly environment, not so much to drag them out to nobody knows where we're going to be going. But anyway, Terrence, what are we going to be having tonight?
Well, Mike, as you know, my wife is Peruvian. I have a beautiful wife, Fabiana is her name. You better check out her channel too. But she makes this really great Peruvian sauce that you put on the ribs, and Mike's going to try it out today. We're going to cook them up, and I'm very sure you're going to like it.
I'm always game for eating any kind of pork. And if it's going to be something from another country, that's just something I can add to my slate.
One thing about us, we can always eat.
Yes.
Folks, welcome to ASR Outdoors. Now, the last time we did a video, I had the issue with the knife, and I don't have the one because I just threw it away. It just didn't work. But I tell you what, this time I came up with a solution. Now, this right here is a handcrafted knife that my buddy makes, and this is something he's been working on for about, what, 5-6 years?
Yeah, roughly.
5 or 6 years. But this is handcrafted. Mike Ware makes it, and we're going to try it out on these ribs here. Let's see how good it is. Here we go. And folks, look at that. Can you believe that? No more struggling. Just slices right through this, pretty much like it was butter. Unbelievable, folks.
Is that gristle you're cutting through?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It is. Cutting right through gristle. And quite frankly, right. There we go, just slicing right through that, gristle and all. Look at that, folks. Tell you what, if you're looking for a good knife that will do the job, and that's what it all comes down to. One of the things that I was unaware of, look at that, folks, right through that gristle, is that, knives are not just, something you use for everything. They're actually knives with a purpose. This particular knife here, it's for the outdoorsman, but it's kind of a general knife that you can use for cooking. You can use it for cutting stuff like this right here. And you can also use it, I believe this is the one here that you can use it for making a fire. When you're making that little niche in the wood there and you're running your sticks together to create the heat, this is something else. It's just a very unique knife. And I tell you what, it is doing a really great job just cutting through this effort. There is no effort behind this at all. Got one more here. Let's see where we're at. Look at that, folks. Right through it. Now that's a knife. So folks, why don't you go over to hawkandwolfknives.net and check out some of these knives. Like I said, you're going to see a lot more than just this one, because each knife has a purpose, and you need the right knife for what you're doing. Folks, this right here is that sauce I was telling you about. This right here, Fabiana, my wife, made. Again, she's from Peru, and I don't know what's in here, but I do know it is good. And I've got something else to show you too. Now, we forgot our baser. And my buddy Mike comes up with this. Now think about that, folks. The same ingenuity that comes up with something like this is going into those knives. And I'm telling you, those knives are really excellent knives. And I'm thankful Mike was here, because now we have a baser. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting on these ribs. So folks, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put these in here, and I'm going to sear that flavor in. Now she's not lit up yet, but I'm going to start moving really fast here in just a few minutes, because I want to baste them, and I want it to flame up and sear all that good flavor in the meat. So we got it going here. That's a big chunk there. I gotta admit, this was a good idea. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed, and I'm hard to impress, folks. There we go. Working quite nicely too, man. There we go. It's starting to flame up. Soaking them down really good. See that? There we go. Now that's what I'm looking for, folks. I'm looking for it to sear this meat and to sear all that good flavor in the meat. But you don't want to burn it. That's the key right there. So you start flipping this over, taking a good look at it. There we go. Tell you what, she's stirring up really well. I'm going to take some out so it's a little bit more manageable. See, that's kind of what I'm looking for right there. So folks, the grill I'm using right here is what they call a hard griller. And it is the smaller part. It's actually the part that you put all the smoking in, and it attaches to a different, another grill. But I've been using it as a small cook grill and I've been really happy with it. Some more base on there. Again, she's going to flame up, searing in all that good flavor. I tell you what, folks, I'm really amazed at the ingenuity that goes into some of the things that Mike does. He's really good to have around. Because we wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have a baster. I don't know what we'd be doing, but we'd be doing this. Man, you smell that, Mike?
I do. It smells good.
It does. All right, so all that flavor, let me get some in there. All that flavor has been seared inside the meat. And we're going to go through this again a little bit later on. We're going to flame her up again. Because I'm part Indian, I just like to see the flames.
You know, I would say that sauce would do good on a steak for a marinade.
I tell you what, bud, this sauce would do good on a lot of different things.
Chicken too, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. I've only been doing it on the ribs. But you're right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide this in there. Okay. We don't want flame ups at this point, but we do want to slither a lot more of this on there. And the flames will die down here because we're not putting in the oil on it. And
So what it's going to do now is all that flavor that she has in that is going to be cooked into it as opposed to being burned off of it when it sears.
Now, I'm also going to keep a little bit of this here because we're doing potatoes too, and we're going to put some of it on the potatoes.
Oh.
And folks, there you go. We're going to sit back
And let her cook.
and let her cook. Now folks, right here we're doing some potatoes. Now all we're doing right now is we're just boiling those potatoes away. And what we're going to do is we're going to put those on the grill too, and we're going to use some of that sauce we've been using on the ribs. And that's going to make some excellent potatoes. All right, so folks, here's what we got now. We've taken the potatoes out of the pot. We've cut them in half. We've put them on the grill around the meat, and we've kind of drenched them down with our secret Peruvian sauce here. And now we're just kind of letting that marinate in. And I think we're going to be good. So folks, we're doing one more flame up here just to season that good flavor, and we are good. So we're just about to enjoy some ribs here in just a second.
I'm telling you folks, this smell is fabulous. I don't know what I've smelled it from before, but I've smelled it and I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. You can't keep a fat man away from that grill if he don't watch himself.
Well, I don't see no fat man around here, so well.
That's because you ain't looking behind the camera.
All right, there we go. We are good to go, guys.
So is that it?
That's it. It's time to eat.
Hey, hey. This will be the tale of the tale. If Terrence cooked this good or not. This Caden's a very finicky eater. How about you, Matthias? You'll eat anything, won't you? I heard you was a bottomless pit.
He's eating.
Is it good?
No, I got
Better than mine?
Where?
Boy. Well, folks, that's all I can handle of this. Matthias, you have anything you'd like to say?
You make delicious pizza.
You want the rest of the pizza?
No, he said that you make the delicious.
Oh, well, thank you.
Folks, this turned out really great. As always, my wife's recipe, I might find out what it is for you, but it is excellent on ribs and everything else. Bon appetit. So here we are, folks. This is the end product here. We're going to be sampling a lot of this.
This is good.
Peruvian grilled pork.
With potatoes
With
that
potatoes.
he has boiled, and then he put the sauce on it, or that special sauce, whatever it is.
Peruvian sauce.
Peruvian sauce. And this stuff smells fabulous. I can't wait to eat it. I know two boys over there that is probably going to be fatter than a butterball by the time we get done with this. But guys, I'd like to introduce y'all to Terrence. You've seen him before on a couple of videos of mine. He's a good friend of mine. We've been friends for about 15 years. We've just kind of reunited. He moved off and then came back. And hopefully you can see a lot more videos with he and I and a few other folks coming up as well. So y'all have a good one, and thank you very much.
Have a nice time.
Two, one.
Welcome to ARS Outdoors. More than you are, Mike. All right, ready? So folks, why don't you go over to hawkandwolfknives.com and check some of these knives out.
3, 2, 1. All right, so Terrence is going to put us down. Wait a minute.
Hey, thanks for watching.
If you like our content,
Feel free to subscribe here.
Don't forget to hit that bell.
So you'll get a notification
as soon as a new video is uploaded.
And we hope to
Catch you guys on another video.